Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to the channel today. It's good to have you. Appreciate you being here. And certainly welcome back to all of our subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. Please consider subscribing, consider liking, hitting that like button. Consider becoming a member, a Gym Success member, and you will receive additional information, forms, and documents to help you grow and develop your business. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business to that next level, check out the many links below. And one of the links that I would point you to, if you're new at this, if you're just getting started, or if you're struggling, check out the Gym Management Playbook. The Gym Management Playbook was designed specifically for folks that are new at this or folks that are struggling, to help get you back on track. And use the code JTFIT for an additional discount, and we'll look forward to seeing you all there soon. And so with that said, let's get into our topic today, and it's 10 selling techniques to help you become a better gym salesperson. 10 selling techniques to help you become a better gym salesperson. So number one on my list is understand your market. Understand your market. Understand who you're talking to. I mean, these markets, if it's a boutique audience, if it's more of an iron gym, folks that are lifting really heavy, if it's general fitness, if it's women only, if it's first-time exercisers, know who your market is, okay? Even though sometimes those processes can say the same, understanding that market and understanding how we communicate to these folks is much different. I've seen a lot of folks, they go from club to club, and it's with varying degrees of success because they're not adapting, to the market, that they're speaking to. So, understand what your market is, and even when you're understanding that market, understand how you're approaching that market in terms of getting more of it. Because generally speaking, when we go into an area, we're trying to grow the existing market. We're not trying to say, hey, where can we find other markets just yet? Let's grow what's already there a little bit. So understand the market that you're in, number one. Number two, focus on the right leads. And again, if you've got more of a hardcore fitness operation, you're probably not going to want to focus on folks that have not exercised in a year or who need to lose 25 or 30 pounds. That may not be your customer. Okay, they might be a customer for somebody else, but focus on the right leads. And I'll give you something else to kind of think about here, a little different twist on it. There's a lot of operations out there that maybe are charging, $10 a month and things like that. And I know a lot of folks, they get concerned, how do I compete with that? How can I compete with that? And here's one of the things, I'm kind of talking about finding the right leads, right? One of the things that we have found that works really well is we'll create a corporate program, okay, for that group. Okay, here's a club, they charge $10 a month, and here's $10 a month club, special corporate rate. Okay, show proof of membership and you get a special corporate rate with our company, because we're focusing on the right leads. Because here's what we know, those folks that join a $10 a month club, one of the things a $10 a month club does a really good job of is really expanding the audience and really getting people to come in to join that ordinarily wouldn't. Well, a lot of the folks that come in that ordinarily wouldn't, that maybe had never done it before, they find they like it, they find they want to advance, and they want personal trainers, and they want to take classes, and they want towels, and they want other services. Well, great, we've got a special corporate rate for you guys. Just show your card and come on in. So that's one way, not only to focus on the right leads, sometimes you can create the right leads. That's one way to do it, okay? Number three, protect the company above yourself. Protect the company above yourself. Here's the job description I give everybody. Protect the investment. Because unless the company wins, ultimately you will not. Unless the company wins, ultimately you will not, okay? So protect the company above yourself. That's about as simple as I can say it. Number four, leverage your CRM. Okay. Now I hope you're using a CRM. Okay. If not, check out Gym Leads, GYMLEADS.com. Check out those guys. They do a great job. Low price point. And the thing about your CRM is, every single lead that you have needs to be in there. And we need to be calling every single lead regular and frequently, and we need to be nurturing these leads. When I say leverage your CRM and use that darn thing, here's what I find to be true. Most clubs do not do a very good job of follow-up. Okay? And if they do a good job of follow-up, if we can change that for them, your business can improve as much as 20%. Your sales performance can improve as much as 20%. And if you're a gym owner listening to this, the great news here is you've already spent the money on the lead. You've already done all the acquisition. You've already spent the marketing dollars. You already have the lead. Let's follow up on this stuff. Too often on these CRMs, it's a one and done. We'll call the customer once or twice or maybe 3 times. It's going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 contacts maybe to get that person to get started. Never give up on them. Okay, nurture them. Okay, motivate them, inspire them, educate them, incentivize them, coach them. Okay, but nurture them, maintain interest, maintain desire, leverage that CRM. It's one of the, surprisingly enough to me, it's one of the more underutilized things in gyms. We have them, okay, in most cases. Not everybody does, but we don't always really use them like we could. It's a high level of accountability there if you do it right. Number 5, be data informed. Be data informed. Know your data. Know your data. Okay? Know your key performance indicators. What's your closing percentage? What's your set percentage on telephone inquiries? What's your show percentage? What's your closing percentage? How many referrals are you getting at point of sale? Okay, and there's other things too. What's your percentage of rent? What's your percentage of payroll? Other things like that. But from the sales perspective, what is it? Because here's what happens. Let's just take a number. Let's take 40 sales a month, and let's say you're working 20 days a month, and your quota is 40. Okay. Well, what people have a tendency to do is they start going to work looking for these 40 people that want to buy. Okay. And that's difficult, it's challenging, and can be discouraging sometimes. If we know our numbers, if we know our data, well, if I need 40 sales, that's 2 sales a day, from working 20 days. And let's just say, I know you're probably better than this, but say you're a 50% closer. If I need 2 sales a day, I need to give 4 presentations a day. So instead of looking for 2 sales, I need to look for 4 opportunities to give a presentation. That's going to be a whole lot easier. To give that presentation is a whole lot easier because I can give a presentation to anybody. Okay? And then if it's based on appointments, well, how do I talk to 4 people? Have 8 appointments. That's if it's a 50% show. You might be doing better than that. But if I have 8 appointments, half of them show up, half of them buy, I'm in business. Actually, my math might be a little wrong on that, but if it's 2 sales, 4 show up, 8 appointments, and you're going to hit your numbers. And so it's not just focusing on the sale; it's focusing on the steps to get to that sale. And if it's 8 appointments, how many outbound calls do I need to make a day to do that? Maybe in the club, how many add-on presentations do I need to do every day? How many upgrade presentations can I do every day? So, but know your data. Be data informed. Make decisions based on the numbers. If your personal quota is 40 and you're projecting 20, make some decisions. Maybe you're going to do a personal 3-day closeout to get those numbers up because you want to manage, based on these objectives. Okay. Number 6 on 10 selling techniques to help you become a better gym salesperson. Really listen to your prospects. Listen to them on the phone, certainly in person. But here's the thing. Don't find yourself, if you're on the phone, don't be looking through your phone. Don't be checking Facebook when you're talking to them on the phone. Don't be returning text messages. Don't be checking people in at the front. Don't be multitasking. Tunnel vision. We're talking to this person like they are the most important person in the world, because they are. If you're in the club with them, same thing. Don't find yourself getting distracted and going off and doing other things. Listen to your customer. And better yet, take notes. Take notes. Because in the event they don't join, this is going to be great information to put into your CRM, for more follow-up later on. But you'll start to find the more you listen, a lot of times the easier it becomes, to get your customer involved in your program. Number 7, build trust through education. And of course, selling, it's about solving problems. It's about providing solutions. It's about building value. But also, educate your customer, along the way. Here's how we're going to go about doing this. Because one of the things, particularly folks that maybe not really exercise much or in a while, they could be intimidated, by the equipment. They could be intimidated by, all that whole process. Show them how simple it is. Show them how easy it is. You don't have to educate them on how the muscle works, but educate them on how simple this is. Educate them on how easy this is. Educate them on how other people have done the same thing. Educate them on how you felt the same way. That kind of thing. And the more you can do that, you're going to build trust, with your customer. Number 8, focus on helping. Focus on helping. We want to help these folks. We want to have empathy. Hey, we understand, and we should. We understand where you're at. We understand it's difficult. We understand it's tough. That's what we're here for. And here's how we approach this. We want to make this as easy for you as possible. I remember, in the days when I was first in sales and doing well at it, and someone would say to me, well, Jim, why should I join here? And why should I join with you? And I'm going to tell you what I told them, and this was the absolute truth, did it all the time. I said, you join here and you join with me. Let me tell you what I can promise you. If all of a sudden you're not using the club, you'll hear from me. I'll be calling you. I want to stay in touch with you because I want to help keep you motivated and I want to help keep you inspired. Because I recognize that may be one of the biggest challenges. It's not your desire to want to do this, it's your ability to stick with it just because of outside influences. I'm going to help you with that. And you become inactive, you'll hear from me. That's the difference maker. So what do you say? Can we go ahead and get you started? So, focus on helping other people. Now, the next one here, end each meeting with an action is what I put down here. End each meeting with an action. And so the meeting can be a phone call. It can be maybe it's a sale that you missed. What I'd like to see you do here is don't just say, hey, I'll call you. End the meeting with an action. Mary, would it be okay if I gave you a call on the 13th about this same time? To see how you're doing on the information I gave you. Or if you're in the club and you're not able to get them started and they want to do something else, can I call you on the 5th at 5 o'clock? Schedule that next appointment or schedule that next action. Schedule it there. Take action now. Don't just say, I'll call you, and now we're kind of starting all over again. And it's almost like a cold call. So end each meeting with an action. And then number 10, use your marketing team. Now, depending on kind of how you're set up, you can have these meetings as a group, If you have a marketing team, like a field marketing rep, or there's a marketing agency or whatever, talk about what your customers are saying. Have conversations. Hey, here's what people are saying when they come in. And maybe they're saying different things based on different ads or different marketing pieces that are out there. Because some of these marketing pieces can work really well at driving traffic, but for different reasons are difficult to convert. Or maybe we're not ready to convert them. We don't have our sales process down yet. But talk to your marketing team. Marketing team could just be your team that works there with ownership. That is the marketing team. It could be an outside agency. But if you're struggling with some of this, talk about what your customers are saying and talk about ways that, hey, what can we do to improve upon this? Because you can make some changes, because you want your marketing to match kind of what you're dealing with. Like, for example, if I go into a club that has a pretty good sales team and a pretty good process, and they need more traffic. Things like giving away 2 free weeks. Selling 5 visits for $5, 10 visits for $10. These are things that can really bring up traffic flow. But if I've got a pretty good team that's pretty disciplined to the sales process, those things can work fantastic. Now, if I've got a pretty green staff, or maybe it's front desk has been asked to handle the lion's share of the sales and they've never really done it before, I'm probably going to run things like join now and a 0 enrollment fee, or join now and get half off first month's dues, or buy one get one free, whatever it might be. Because what I'm doing there, I'm trying to extract from the audience who's interested, who's ready to buy now, to give them that incentive. So if I've got a weaker team, I'm going to go that direction. If I've got a stronger team, I've got more flexibility to really drive a lot more traffic in. So, use your marketing team, talk about marketing, whoever that marketing team is, understand what customers are saying, and let's play toward our strengths, or even a little bit play kind of against our weaknesses a little bit. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And to learn more about me, more about my company, and how we can help you grow and go to that next level, check out those links below. And if you've not yet done so, please subscribe, please like the channel, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.